I know what you came here for. You feel a spark, spark, spark. This is your invitation, so let's not keep you waiting. To the front, to the back, let's go. All I need is somebody thunder, 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 body thunder, body thunder, oh body thunder. This is what you came here for. Feel the power crackling in the air, air, air. She's dancing on the floor, 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 floor. There's lightning crashes everywhere. Where, air. To the front, to the back, let's go. All I need is somebody thunder. Somebody thunder. Body thunder. Thunder, thunder, thunder. Body thunder, thunder, thunder. Body thunder, thunder, thunder. Body thunder, thunder, thunder. All I need is somebody thunder. Take a look at her dancing, dance, dance, hips that wiggle side to side, 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 hypnotizing your senses, sense of dancing creates a vibe, vibe. To the front, to the back, let's go. All I need is somebody thunder. Somebody thunder. Body thunder. Thunder, thunder, thunder. Body thunder.
Hello.
Body thunder.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
All I need is somebody thunder.
How's everybody
Lightning
today?
crashes all around. A moment shifts to cozy time.
Hi, Axel. Hi, Freaky. Hi, Brand New Lugosi.
It's Bonnie time. Bonnie time.
You hear me? I'm rolling. I sound okay?
Bonnie time. All I need is somebody thunder. Somebody thunder. Bonnie thunder. Thunder, thunder, Bonnie thunder, 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 Bonnie thunder.
Oh, Cyber. Hello, and everybody else. Say hello as soon as I get in. I'm so nervous.
All I need is somebody thunder. Body thunder. Body thunder. Oh, body thunder. Take a look at her dancing, dance, dance, hips that wiggle side to side, 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 hypnotizing your senses, sense of dancing creates a vibe, vibe. To the front, to the back, let's go. All I need is somebody thunder. Somebody thunder. Body thunder. Body thunder. Body thunder. Body thunder. Body thunder. All I need is somebody thunder. Body thunder. Body thunder. Oh, body thunder.
Ah. Hi, everybody. Hi. Welcome in. Can you hear me okay, dude? Can you hear me? I'm a little nervous, guys. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I have never had to do a stream like this in my life. And it's a shame that it honestly has come to this. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. I'll try to speak as clear as possible. Yeah, thanks for the hydrate. I shall do that. I've got hydration right next to me here. I'm just sitting in my home world here. Uh, some of you already know why I'm doing this stream today. I think it's an important stream to do. I didn't want to ever have to do this stream. I've debated this stream for a long time, but I was pretty much pushed into doing it. Because enough is enough. Sometimes you have to do things like this. Sometimes you have to call out people. Sometimes you have to expose things. Because I don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else. I really don't want to see. I was taken advantage of severely, in my opinion, and I just don't want to see this. If this stream can prevent one person from being taken advantage of, then the stream was worth it. I don't like drama. I don't like causing drama. I don't like to be involved in drama. Let me make that clear. But like I said, enough is enough. I've taken all I can take. I can't just sit and do nothing anymore and let people get away with what they're getting away with. I'm going to go back to the beginning, and it all has to do with the avatar you're looking at right now. Bunny Thunder X, BTX, as many of you know her. It all has to do with this avatar, which is a 100% custom avatar that was created for me. That was my idea, my design to somewhat. Everything, the way she looks, all the wardrobe, everything I handpicked myself, the way she looks, coloring, everything was my idea, my creation, and I commissioned an avatar creator to bring my dream avatar to life. But so we're gonna go on a way back machine, because it has all led to today, where in my opinion, I'm being extorted, blackmailed, scammed, whatever you want to call it, in my opinion. That's how I feel, by the creator that built this avatar for me. And I feel like it's a bottomless pit that is never going to end, and that they're going to keep on coming back at me for more money, trying to take advantage of me, and I'm done with it. I'm done. I cannot take anymore. I cannot take anymore. It is breaking me. It has caused me anxiety. It's made me physically sick. This whole process that started in May of 2025, over a year ago. But we're gonna go, I'm gonna start at the beginning. I've got luckily I have screenshotted everything to do with this avatar to make sure that I have what I need to have in case anything severely legal becomes of it, and it has got to the point where it might end up being a legal battle or something. I will even get into that later. I don't know how long this is gonna take. Hopefully I won't bore you people with the details, but I think I'm shaking right now. I'm actually shaking right now. But I think that the best way is to tell the whole story, whether it takes me half an hour or 2 hours, whatever it takes to tell this story. I'm gonna tell it, and I'm gonna repost this video after this stream. I'll download it from Twitch, and I will upload it to YouTube as well. Because I think it's important, and I hope that people will link the YouTube version of this video. And if anybody wants to record this video right now, go ahead, record it, whatever. Because I think it's important to be posted in as many places possible, to stop this from happening. I see we got an ad break and nothing I can do about those guys. I'm sorry. For the people on Twitch. Um, but I want to go back to the beginning of how I found this creator in the first place. A creator that I had researched, that I had worked with. Uh, Before I ever considered building this avatar, creating this character, obviously I didn't just go with the first person that came along. I had worked with this creator on previous occasion. A number of times I had purchased their avatars, her avatars. I had purchased them a number of times and used them on my streams and had been using them since September 2024. So it's not like it was some random creator that I contacted. It was somebody that I thought I could trust. And unfortunately, that's not the case. Everything was fine until I went to them for a commission to have to commission a personal avatar. They always knew what I did for a living. They always knew I was a streamer. Since the first time I ever talked to them, they knew I was a streamer. They knew that I did streaming. So it's not like what became of it. And I'll just fast forward for 1 second. I'm sorry if I jump around. But the reason I'm doing this stream is because they've come back at me trying to scam me for $350 US, which is over 500 Canadian dollars for me, for a license to use this avatar to talk to you guys right now, basically, which is just unheard of. So that's just the reason that is the nail in the coffin as far as I'm concerned. Basically, in my opinion, extorting me to buy this license, trying to blackmail me to buy this license by threatening to sell this avatar to the general public. So this is why I'm putting a stop to this. This has gone too far. But we're going to go back to the beginning, like I said, and explain how I found these people. They were, when I first started streaming as Bunny Thunder in 2024, you guys know my main avatar. Very, very well-known avatar by Weeb Shave Gay, otherwise known as Iridescent, and I love her so much, and I still use her to this day. I have many, many versions of her now, with many, many different textures and skins, etc., etc., and Weeb has always done me right. And I've worked with other creators. I promote so many different creators' avatars on my streams. I am not just one of these streamers that has one look, like many streamers are, and that's fine for them. But when I decided to do this whole Bunny Thunder thing, I wanted to create a little world of bunny girls. I wanted to create a kingdom of bunny girls where all these different bunny girls live happily. And hence why I have so many different models from so many different creators, but they're all sport the bunny ears and tail. They're all members of my little kingdom, of this little world and lore that I have built over the last 2 years, and I'm very proud of. And I think a lot of people love what I have done by creating all these characters in the bunny kingdom. And one of the first, when I decided to start using different creators' avatars, because now I use avatars created by, of course, first and foremost, Empathy, Asphyxia, Bambi, Viore, so many different creators that I'm proud, very proud. NetV, very proud to show off their avatars, and 99.9999% of the creators out there are so thrilled that we use their avatars and promote them and advertise them, because it brings them business. Us wearing their avatars, dancing for you guys, or whatever we do on our VR streams, it's promotion for them. It's free advertising for them to help sell their product. And I'm happy to support creators, and they're happy that us VR streamers support them and promote them and wear their avatars. If there's any questions, I will answer them a little bit later. By the way, chat, and thank you for everybody for watching. So that has always been the golden rule. I don't know any avatar creator that I have worn an avatar from that isn't thrilled to, obviously for us that has come back to me and said, no, you can't wear that avatar on streams. You need to give me you need to buy a license from me if you want to do that. That just doesn't happen. I've never heard of it. None of my streaming friends have heard of it. And I have streaming friends in all streamers. I consider myself a small streamer. I'm not a big, huge streamer like some of them out there with massive numbers of viewers, and that's fine. I am happy where I am in my streaming career. I do it foremost for the love of it. I may be a small streamer, but there's no excuse for any streamer to be scammed for money. Um, and I do have friends that are big streamers. Of course, people like Lichbait, who's a massive supporter of me, and I cherish that. I cherish her and love her so much for supporting a little nobody like me. It means a lot, So I've talked to different streamers. I've talked to other avatar creators about this issue, about what's going on, and they've all said the same thing. Bunny, you need to stop this. You need to stop. You need to stop giving in to these scammers. They're scamming you. They're taking advantage of you. They're using you. They're extorting you. They're blackmailing you. In their opinion, in my opinion, of course, I always remember it's always in other people's opinions and in my opinion. What is going on in our collective opinion is wrong, and it needs to end. So going back to the beginning, I kind of digressed there. Going back to the beginning, I discovered this creator, and I'm saying I'm putting it out there. The creator is IDBI Avatars. You can find them on Gumroad, on Jinxie. They have a Discord, etc. And I first purchased one of their avatars in September of 2024. The avatar is called Yarrow. And I streamed with her many, many, many times. I did dozens and dozens and dozens of streams with her. So much that I liked her so much and my audience liked her so much, I purchased another avatar of theirs by the name of Otaku, which I streamed with as well. And in 2024, I purchased 3 of their avatars, Yarrow, Otaku, and Nari, and streamed with all of them extensively. And I enjoyed streaming them with them so much that I even contacted IDBI and said, "Can you put some custom outfits on these avatars? I would like to have some extra outfits on these avatars to make them a little more original to my brand." And so I shopped around. I shopped on Jinxie and on Gumroad for outfits, and went to IDBI and said, "Can you put this outfit on so-and-so and this outfit on so-and-so, etc." And she did. And I did commissions to have extra outfits put on all these avatars during this time. And that went on for from September of 2024 until May of 2025. She had outfitted for me 5 different avatars, which all were very popular on my streams. Yarrow, Otaku, Nari, Sassy, and Astra. All avatars you have seen multiple times on my streams. All have custom outfits on them that I hired IDBI to put extra custom outfits on these avatars, which she did. And there was never an issue. I do, looking back, realize that her pricing was kind of all over the place. I think she pretty much picked numbers out of the air, because one avatar, the same number of outfits put on one avatar to the next, the pricing was never really the same level. It was kind of all over the place, and I never really thought about it. But she always did a good job, and it was because she had custom rigged at the time when this avatar was being created. Before this avatar was created, she had outfitted 4 avatars for me, and I had invested hundreds of dollars in having those outfits put on the various avatars. So obviously, when it came time that I really wanted, a dream of mine was to have an original avatar. One that only I have, that is original to me, that would become my main avatar, would become the feature of my channel, that people would know me for, and that was this avatar here. So obviously having a good relationship with her. And during, like I said, during this time, she knew I was streaming. She even came to my streams a couple of times. She knew I was streaming in her avatars. Did she ask me for any sort of license to stream in them then? Did she, because supposedly this rule, I know I will explain it later, this imaginary fee that had been picked out of the universe somewhere, has still applies to only a single avatar. So did she ask me for money for any of the avatars that I streamed in? She knew I streamed on both Kick and Twitch. She knew what I did. She has been there. She was well aware of what I was doing and never came to me about any additional charges. Was happy to put outfits on these avatars and away I went. So yes, I was going to obviously commission her to build me an avatar, which began in last May 2025. And in the beginning, everything seemed fine. And I'm going to bring up communications between me and ID. I can't put them on screen. I don't know how to do that, but I have screenshots of all our communications in the creation of this avatar going back. And I'm going to read the communications to you because I have nothing to hide. So I'm going to read some of the communications, obviously not all of them, but I think things that are pertinent to give backstory to this. And someone give me a link to the creator's store page. I want to look at their terms of service. Yes, and I do have the terms of service. I will be reading their terms of service as well. I will be reading that out to you. I do have a screenshot of it as well. And so when I started talking to her, we'd already started briefly kind of chit-chatting a little bit about, yeah, I want to do this, and so on. And before I contacted her, obviously I Googled how much does an avatar cost. You know, I got AI responses and whatnot that said the average VR chat, VR avatar from a custom avatar will cost you anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500, depending on the number of toggles, outfits. There's so many variables, but that is the average price. I think it actually said the average price was anywhere from $600 to $1,500 or $700 to $1,500, something like that. So I had kind of a basis. I had kind of a ballpark idea of what it was going to cost me going into it. And so when I contacted them, their pricing seemed to kind of fall in line with what I had Googled. And this is one of the early messages from her when we finally started to solidify the deal. And she said, to begin, I'll need the asset payment because we had chosen a bunch of assets. I had come to her with all the assets, everything you see I'm wearing, everything, the hair, everything, hair, ears, jewelry, shoes, outfits, skin tan lines, all the requirements. I had already handpicked everything myself to say and given her links for everything on the various websites where these outfits and things were. And she was like, to begin with, I'll need an asset payment, which is $280 plus tax, probably $300 total, and an additional $350 to get started on the blender portion. When she's in Unity, we can decide on what type of toggles you like, hue shifts, matte swaps, etc. I can get some started on her tonight for you and send you some work-in-progress pictures on Monday. This was on May 17th, 2025. Now, let me see, where's my, let me make this smaller. I should be able to fast forward from this. It doesn't want to do that. Wait. I had these pictures all set so that I could just click on the arrow to go to the next one. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's there. Okay, it's there. Then she came back at me later and was like, this was on June. This is a month later. Because in between those times, I think some other little bits and pieces cropped up that we wanted. They were minor things. Honestly, they were minor things. I think some jewelry, some shoes, a couple of small things came up that it was like, can we add these? Can we add these? Da 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 da. So she was like, hi, for the additional assets adjustments, they're an additional fee. Will that be okay? And I say yes. She said, we're looking at about $275 for this plus assets. And once these are put together, I can move into the Unity portion, and you can choose what type of toggles you'd like. And now I didn't realize it at the time, but she actually double charged me for the assets because she gave me the same price for a couple additional assets as I had given her back a month before. And when I started this project, I gave her a deposit. I gave her a deposit of $650, I think it was, with the original deposit. Because I think it was going back to that previous page. Yeah, it's $350 plus $300. I gave her a deposit of $650 to get started and for the assets. Then we added a couple of small things. And suddenly it was another $275, which I didn't even have because it was a month later. I didn't even put it together in my head, but I think I was double charged for the assets. Because when this avatar was finally delivered in the end of March this year, I asked for a full itemized list of all the assets. And they didn't even come up to $280. They barely made it to $200. I think they were like 190 or something. For everything, including the head, base, body, air, everything. They were less than the original quote, so I think I was double charged for assets. But what they did on the final bill was basically inflate the prices of everything so that it would look normal. But we'll keep moving. So that was in June of last year. Well, this is hairstyles. We can skip this one. These are just various things. Look, I said I wanted some rings and feet for the fingers. These are all the little small things that were added that were suddenly $275. Rings, I wanted some rings for the fingers and toes, some jewelry, a crown or a tiara, which I never did get. Some nice high heels, blah, blah, blah. And so let me move ahead, because unfortunately, these pictures aren't in order. She showed me some stuff here. I just want to move ahead. Some more things she showed me. Yeah, here's where she came at me again. This was, this is where she came at me again with the thing. She says the total for the assets will be about $280 depending on tax. We're looking at about $20 plus assets, Just to confirm, you'd like material swatch, hue shifts for all available clothing, eyes, ears, body modification for all clothing like boob and body increase, resculpts of head to match your OG model, ray texturing, recoloring, colors of some of the outfits, custom bodysuit, onesie, and a onesie with your logo. So she was definitely, yes, and then I just said yes to this, super important, I need lighting sliders, I'm just not going to get into the technical with you guys. I wanted some finger particles, I wanted cheerleader pom-poms, I wanted some various things because of this, the whole idea of this avatar was, this bunny girl, was that she was a schoolgirl, university student, cheerleader after school, who in her spare time was a magical girl, just like any anime that you guys watch out there, like so many animes. I wanted to create this character, but to be like your typical anime, schoolgirl by day, cheerleader after school, and then, after that, she was a magical girl, and her magic power was that she could wave a wand and transform into a bunny goddess. That was my inception. That was my idea. So there were a lot of things that went along with that. But let's just move along here. She goes, she goes, for this project, once everything was said and done, and she saw all the outfits and everything that I wanted, all the toggles, blah, blah, blah. She said, for this project, we will be exceeding the previous estimate because she previously estimated me only around 1,000. She goes, for everything, our current estimation we're looking at is 1.5 to 2K. Due to the amount of toggles, customizations, and assets, it will take about 2 to 3 plus months to complete. Will this be okay? fine. 2 to 3 months. That also seemed to be the norm from what I had researched. The price was in line with what I had researched, what I'd researched. Just a sec, guys. I'm just getting a message here. So everything was like, okay, you know, that it is what it is. I'm prepared. And then I gave her some additional funds, which it came out, additional funds that ended up, my investment at that point, by I guess by late June, my investment was, $1,400. $1,400. That's what I had given her on deposit to get the job done. The balance, the remainder on delivery. So, all is well and fine. Let's go. Let's do this, right? All is well and fine. Oopsie, oopsie. And the project commenced. I'm just trying to move some windows around here, guys. Sorry. The project commenced. So then where do we go from there? So then, no worries. It usually takes me about 2 to 3 months to complete an avatar. I like to make sure there are no errors. If you'd like, I can at least, and I said I wanted it for my anniversary stream because this was in the middle of May. And I'd said to her, well, you know, I hope this, 2 to 3 months, I hope you can, middle of May to middle of June, middle of June to middle of July is 2 months. So it was like, well, I hope you can possibly have it in time for my 1 year anniversary stream, and I can debut her on that, which was July 21st. 2025 would be my 1 year anniversary stream. So which was 2 months away. So she goes, no worries, it usually takes me about 2 to 3 months to complete an Avi. I like to make sure there are no errors. If you like, I can even at least outfit or two complete. I can at least outfit or two completed by then. I can at least have an outfit or two completed by then, so you can still have something to show your audience. So she knows I'm streaming. Right away. Once again, she knows what I'm doing with this avatar. She knows I'm planning to stream with it. Sorry, guys, I'm just fixing my tracking. She knows I'm planning to stream. It's proof right there on the 16th of May, 2025. And then she goes, yeah, okay, we did the additional $350 for Blender portion, blah, blah, blah. I'm kind of going over stuff over again. That's the payment I sent her. And this is just some more details I wanted on the avatar, minor things. 2 to 3 months, she's repeating 2 to 3 months, da 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 da. Yeah, so this is where she asked for again, a month later on the 16th of June, she's like the additional outfit fee of $275 for some some jewelry or something. So she kind of double charged me the assets again. According to these messages, I think I was actually double charged for the assets. And then she's like, yeah, let's do 320 just in case for the asset prices. So it's like, wait, what? And it didn't even dawn on me at the time. Not till everything went to shit. Months and months later, did it dawn to me that, wait a minute, I paid $300 up front for assets. Now I'm paying $300 again for assets? Wait a minute. And the total assets didn't even add up to like $200. When I actually go and check the asset prices, some of the assets were free. Some of the assets were totally freaking free. So now we're going to fast forward to July of 2025. Because this is where things start to get weird. This is where things start to get weird. She goes, got the magical girl outfit to fit and rig. Then off to Unity, because I asked her, she said she would send me screenshots on a regular basis of the work in progress. I got a couple of head sculpt screenshots and one of my bikini. That was the only things I had had in 2 months. But we're at the 2nd of July now, and she had only sent me some head sculpts. I think with the hair and a bikini fitting. That was it. We're talking 7 outfits out of 7 outfits. 7 freaking outfits. One of them being scratched from scratch. So it was just like, okay, so on the 7th, she's saying that she's only got the magical outfit, a magical girl outfit to fit and rig, and then she can move from Blender to Unity. This is on the 2nd of July. So I asked her, I said to her, I go, so schoolgirl, cheerleader, goddess bikini are all done? What about the onesie bodysuit from scratch? Body and head modifications are done, freckles, tan lines, etc. I asked her that. She said this is on the 2nd of July. All scratch accepts will be done after the kit bashed. Since it takes the longest. All modifications like freckles, tan lines will be done in Unity. I go, all the shoes and accessories are added? She goes, yes. So she confirmed that all this stuff was done. Yes, but I'll double check once I'm back, because she was, I guess, away. I think she was away somewhere at the time when I'd messaged her. So then, that was the last I heard of my avatar. The 7th of July. I think there might be something, some other stuff, but it's not impertinent to this video. But as we could see, it was moving into Unity at that point. For textures and toggles and all this stuff. This is back in July. So then October comes around, and I'm like, what's the state of my avatar? For like 2 to 3 months has already gone by, because 3 months would have been May to June to August, right? Middle of August would have been the 3 months. It's now almost, we're coming up on over like 4.5 months. And I'm like, I said to her, hi, I'm getting, to be honest, pretty stressed. I've had few updates. I want to know the status of my avatar. She messages back on the 6th of October, 2025. Ah, yes, I do. I'm so sorry. Usually the stage toggles, animations, physics are a bit harder to send updates on since there's nothing really to show. I'm planning on testing her in VR tonight to make sure there are no clippings before I start on the gestures and finger trails. So supposedly everything is done, right? And it's going in for testing on the 6th of October. It's crazy. Let me, I'll do a snooze in a minute. There's a snooze coming now. I'll have to turn it off. So that's on the 6th of October. I then, let's see, as I do, sorry, it takes me da-da-da. Then, I don't hear nothing for another month. And I message her, and I'm like, it's been another month since you told me that. What's the story with my avatar? We're now what? Over 5 months later. Over 5 freaking months later. Good evening, Nick Nightmare. Welcome in. So we are over 5 months later now. It is ridiculous at this point. It's just getting ridiculous. And she's like, this is on November 11th, 2025. She's like, so sorry. If you'd like, I can go ahead and upload the Avi onto my account and have it clonable so you can wear it as I work on it. Which I said, no, just get it done already. Get it done, So then another month goes by. Another month goes by. We're now at the 12th. We're at the 5th of December. 6 months later almost. We're at the the 5th of December. And I said, can you have her ready for me for my freaking, and maybe I can, the idea was to reveal it on a special occasion, not just drop this nice avatar randomly, but on some special occasion. So I'm saying, can you maybe have her ready for Christmas? Or New Year's? Or my birthday even? Like something. Like, where's my avatar? She goes, so she gets like, oh, happy holidays. It's like, I'll get her done before your birthday just for you. Since the holidays can be hectic, can't promise that. Then 5 days later, after that, on the 10th of December, she's like, hi, I'm about to start the hue shifts, particles, material swaps, etc. in Unity. Would you like everything hue shiftable? Also, I was rereading some of the additional assets you wanted, nails for both fingers and toes. I'll look for those and add them in. But I was adding some of the accessories we talked about, like bracelet rings, so we'll get those textured and sparkly in Unity. So now she's back to texturing shit. So I don't even know where this avatar is at that point, on the 10th of December. See, that is the asset cost. That's the actual final bill. Let me move ahead. I guess I don't have that screenshot, those screenshots here. Let me just see. Let me just check what I've got here. Some of them might be on my phone, unfortunately. Yeah, I think some of them are on my phone, but so I can tell you what happened. In January of this year, and I do have all these things screenshotted somewhere in various folders. Yeah, all this stuff doesn't take much up because when I commissioned her, let's just go back to May. When I commissioned her, I didn't know anything about Unity. I really didn't. I knew how to put bunny ears on and my bunny tail on. I was learning Unity. I knew nothing about Unity a year ago, I've learned so much in the last year and a half about Unity that I can work pretty good in it. I'm doing a lot of things now. But when I did this commission, I don't know Blender at all. I have no idea about Blender. So obviously I needed to commission somebody to do that work for me. And I knew nothing about Unity. I knew very, very little. I was just starting to learn. But that was a year and a half ago, and I know a lot about Unity now. I've learned so much in the last year that I've learned by trial and error that I've taught myself. I still don't know anything about Blender. But I have taught to other creators. I've made friends with some wonderful streamers like Lichbait and other people who have talked to me and said, Bunny, this stuff only takes a couple of days, a couple of weeks. Putting an outfits on an avatar maybe take a couple of weeks at the most. All this stuff does not take the time you have waited for your avatar. So January of this year, right on my birthday, where's my avatar? Where's this avatar? It's my birthday. Where is it? You promised me would be ready for my birthday. She messages me and she goes, oh, we can't use the magical girl uniform because it's not allowed for commercial purposes. Right? And I'm like, wait a minute. I thought all this shit was on my avatar already. You confirmed to me, and as I read to you guys, you confirmed to me that all the outfits, everything was fitted, done in Blender, and had moved to Unity back in July. All this shit was done. And now she's telling me that the magical girl isn't on it, and the cheerleader isn't on it. Two of the 6 outfits aren't even on it. The only outfits, from what I gather, that are on it are the schoolgirl, the bikini, the goddess dress, and the custom 4 out. The 3 out of 7 outfits are on it. Four out of the seven outfits are on it. By her own admission in January, when I pressed her on it, like, wait a minute, all this shit was supposed to be done. You were supposed to be doing texturing and tonals. in October. You had it for testing supposedly in October. Where the fuck are all these outfits? It's my language, guys. It's just like the stories just don't make sense. They just start not making any sense. And then I checked. Yeah, the commercial licenses. Yeah, I checked about the commercial licenses myself. And I even messaged her and said, there, you can use it for commercial purposes. Just buy the commercial license. I think the asset was maybe $10 more if you wanted the commercial version of it. So I don't even know. Right? I don't even know where she was coming from. And the one magical girl outfit was free. Was free. One of those Discord free things. So, at any rate, now it's January, and apparently only 4 of the 7 outfits are on it. I am getting stressed, and I'm like, I want this thing done. And I'm like, okay, let's have it done. Can you have it done for Valentine's Day or something? It just went on and on and on until I was getting perturbed, and I said, I basically said, I want to see my avatar. Right? I want to see my avatar. I want to go in VR chat. I want to see what exactly is going on with my avatar. And I want to see it right away. This was at the very beginning of March. The beginning of March. How many months later now are we talking, guys? How many months later? 10 months later? 9 and a bit, almost 10 months later? I want to see my damn avatar. I want to see what the condition it's in. You got $1,400? I want to see where my deposit's gone. So she meets me here right here in my home world with the avatar, and I clone it. Hardly any of the toggles are done. It's got the 4 outfits on it only. At that point it had 5 outfits on it. It was still missing 2 outfits. And a lot of the accessories and a lot of the little bits and pieces. No face tracking yet. No, a lot of the mechanics were still not even on it. Not even done. And I'm looking at it, and one of the outfits, the magical girl one that she told me I couldn't use, got replaced with a different magical girl. This one here. I found this one. I said, well, if you supposedly can't use that magical girl outfit, here's one you can use. And here's another one. And she came to me with one magical girl outfit and said, how'd you like this one? And I'm like, well, it's not really my style, but maybe if we can't. And then I found this one. I said, well, use this one. So what happens? My goddess dress is done. My goddess bikini is done. The black custom from scratch bodysuit is done. She's put this one on, and she's put the other magical girl dress on. The other one that I didn't ask for. I didn't even ask for it, but luckily it was a free one. So she's put on an outfit I said, no, don't bother, which is actually this outfit. She put this one on, which I didn't ask for. But it was cute. I was like, whatever. At this point, it's just like, whatever. She put this one on. Didn't even ask for it. So there is still no cheerleader outfit. There is still no schoolgirl outfit, which she had confirmed to me previously were on it. Neither of them are on it. So I'm like, I want this shit done. And I'm talking to her in this world. She came in, she was on voice chat, she was wearing this avatar as well as me. And she, so she goes, okay, I'll get all this stuff done. Give me a week. I'll get the magical girl on in a couple of days. You can look at it, da-da-da-da-da. She messages me back, like, later that day, and is like, "Can you give me the link to the magical girl, to the schoolgirl outfit? I don't think I have it. Which did we pick? What? Which one did we pick? This shit was supposed to have been done in July of 2024. Now she doesn't even know which schoolgirl outfit we picked. Oh, like, what the actual fuck is going on here? So I have to tash over again. This is the schoolgirl outfit. She goes, "Oh, we can't use the cheerleader outfit that you chose because it's too many polygons. It's gonna be too heavy." So she came to me with a couple other ones. I picked the one, she put it on. But supposedly all this stuff was done, according to her messages to me in July of 2024, 2025. Supposedly everything was on, right? So a week goes by. And things starting to get a little. I told her when she was here in person, I said, I'm ready to ask for my deposit back. It has been over 10 months. I have no avatar. This was important to my streaming career. I even said it to her. This was important for my streaming career. This is important for my channel, for my look. This should have been done. You told me 2 or 3 months. We're now over 10 months. This was important to my career, and you have delayed. None of the stuff all these text messages you have sent me make no sense. You're in pretty much breach of contract in so many ways, shape, or forms because you have not done things according to plan, according to the original commission. It is a mess. Everything is just a mess at this point. So she's like, "I'll get it all done in a week. It'll all be done, I promise, blah, 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 blah." So, right after that, she passes me to somebody else. Because she knew I was getting stressed. She knew I was getting angry. And she knew that there was a chance that I would try to pull the deposit, even though it says no refunds in their terms of service. No refunds for any commission started that is not completed, blah, blah, blah. You don't think I would go to PayPal and say, "I never got my product, I want my money back"? So it got to the point where she just out of the blue, let me just bring it up here. Where are you hiding? Right there. Out of the blue, she sent me to somebody else. She said, "I'm gonna let you talk to, through one of my moderators, because I think, it'll go smoother because she knew I was angry. So she's like, "I'm gonna put you through with one of my moderators, and they will handle the rest of this commission from this point on." And that was the last I heard from her. She has never spoken to me again after that point. I have been dealing with some other girl, boy, person, I don't know who they are, some other person, I don't know if it's a family member, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, another creator, I don't know who the fuck they are, but they're supposedly one of her moderators. And when yes, the agreed upon terms changed by the creator. Exactly. So she puts me through to some moderator. So I looked up this person. I have their Discord name. And I looked up this person in their server. And this person has only ever posted 2 messages in her Discord server. In history. What sort of moderator are you? You only ever posted 2 Discord messages in her server. And they were one was like a year ago and the other one was like 6 months ago. I would think if you're a moderator in somebody's server, your presence would be more well known. Or can we all agree that's kind of weird? If you're a moderator, you would think there would be plenty of stuff there. So I'm going to put this person's name out. This person is Aggie. AEGI, because you need to be aware of this person too. because this is the person that made my life a living hell. IDBI made a mess, but this AEGI that they put me in touch with is the one that turned my life into a living hell. And they came on board and started hardballing me. They came on board on March 24th of this year. Out of the blue, blind, I got a DM. Hello, I will be handling the finalization and delivery of your commission from here on out. Please direct all future correspondence to me. To get this up to speed, I understand the avatar is complete. Now apparently it's complete. And we are now in the final payment and delivery phase. I also see that the revision deadline is on March 24th, 9:30 p.m., which is 3 months ago. What? Oh, that's 3 months ago because I'm reading it now. But no, I wish I got a couple of days ago or something. It's supposed to be due in a couple of days. I don't like that fucking deadline. You haven't built the deadline for me was 2 to 3 months. That's when you were supposed to deliver this avatar. 2 to 3 months. It's almost 11 months. Now you're throwing a deadline at me? Where's my fucking deadline? What did I say? Where's my fucking deadline? Yeah, made up a deadline out of the fucking blue. Where's my fucking deadline? When you passed my deadline 8 months ago. And she's like, and it's just like, oh my god. So, let me bring up the chat again. So, here's the chat. She's going, and she's like, this person's like, I'm looking forward to getting this wrapped up for you cleanly. So I reply to this person, I go, the avatar is not complete. I don't know who you are, but you have not been involved in the unprofessional mess that has been this project from the get-go. My commission is with IDBI, not you. So I will continue my dealing further, thank you. If this is not satisfactory with IDBI, you can tell her to please refund my $1,400 deposit, and I will take my business elsewhere. So they come back, she goes to me the next day on March 24th, my time, or the next day for them. I understand the frustration. To clarify, I'm a moderator for IDBI, and I'm handling the finalization to help get this project cross the finish line efficiently. IDBI is still involved, but I'll be the point of contact from here forward to ensure things stay organized and move quickly. And here's where it starts to get nasty. If you're unwilling to communicate through me, we will consider this project abandoned. At that point, the work completed to date will remain with IDBI, and the $1,400 already paid will not be refunded as it covered work already delivered during the project. If you'd like to move forward, the edit revision deadline is tonight at 9:30. In other words, any edits, anything that needs to be done on the avatar, they want it by 9:30 tonight, and it's going to be abandoned now. Like they're playing a hardball with me. See, once those are filed, once the revisions are done, so it's like, okay, so I need to see it. So I said back to them, I said, you two need to get your story straight regarding the revision deadline. The deadline as put out by IDBI earlier tonight is actually Wednesday, not today, because IDBI actually messaged me with a deadline thing. If you want revisions, please have them done by so-and-so. A deadline I did not agree upon, that was given with little notice after me chasing her for almost 11 months for a project that was supposed to be completed in 2 to 3 months. Please note the unagreed upon deadline as given to me earlier. Secondly, I can make a revision list until I see and test the avatar in VR. How can I do a revision list? I hadn't even seen the completed avatar yet. They hadn't shown it the last time I saw it. It was missing outfits and channels and all sorts of shit. I am so stressed by this point. You can see I'm just getting stressed reliving all this. I am getting stressed reliving this torture. So I was like, oh, they sent me a video. They sent me a little 1-minute video on the avatar in Unity, showing it. I go, secondly, I can't make a revision list until I see and test the avatar in VR. The short video she sent me over a week ago had many items missing that were in the original commission, such as the schoolgirl outfit, toenails, magic wand, particle effects, and does not confirm that the face tracking is installed, just to name a few things. It also shows the rabbit ears are linked to the hair hue shift. This should not be blah blah blah. There's a bunch of stuff that needed to be done, right? So then I'm trying to scroll. Sorry guys, I'm moving myself. Then they're like, I appreciate the clarification on the deadline, da da da. They're like, please submit all revision requests in a single compiled list. I will not accept piecemeal feedback after the deadline. So I came in here in VR, and they gave me a link to test the avatar for me to download, you know, like to put it on here in VR. They uploaded it on their account, I guess, and gave me a link to put the avatar on. And I came in here with my 2 moderators, with Hexley and Sora, and we went over the whole avatar. And there was so much wrong with it. So every outfit had clipping. Every single outfit had clipping. Things were missing. And we compiled a big, huge list. A big, huge, long list of stuff that serious items that were serious clipping issues, all sorts of serious things being wrong with this avatar. We compiled this list and sent it to them. Magically, magically, they got all these revisions done in like 8 hours. They couldn't complete my avatar in 11 months. They couldn't complete my avatar in 11 months, but magically got all these revisions done in 8 hours. Major revisions. So that got all done, and I'm gonna try to speed things up because we're already an hour into the stream. We're almost done anyhow. We're almost done. We are almost done. So they got the revisions done, and it was time for delivery. We are actually almost at the very end here of this story. They got the revisions done, and asked for the payment. But this is where they then asked for another $850. They gave me this big long itemized list that they had inflated, clearly inflated the values of everything. And suddenly this avatar that was supposed to cost $1,500 to $2,000, the agreed upon commission price was now $2,850, $2,850. I didn't agree to this. They basically said at that point, and I will read quote what they said. This is where things got nasty. Let me try to find it, guys. Give me a sec. I have to scroll through here. They basically gave me another deadline that if I didn't pay it, I wouldn't get the ad. They basically, I don't want to bore everybody's details. I do have everything screenshotted. If I did not pay it, they would not give me the avatar. They basically held the avatar for ransom, in my opinion. In my opinion, they held the avatar for ransom now, the completed avatar for ransom, unless I paid that full amount, which I reluctantly against the advice of my moderators and everybody I talked to. They're like, Bunny, walk away. Bunny, just walk away. Take your loss. Go to PayPal and ask for your $1,400 back. Walk away. It's ridiculous. I sucked it up. I shouldn't have. Looking back now, I should have never paid the money. But I paid that additional $850 because I'd seen the avatar. I loved the avatar. I wanted the avatar. And I should have never paid it. I'm sorry I ever did. But they basically told me if I didn't pay the money by so-and-so time, once again, a deadline, that I would not get the avatar, period. And they would do what they wanted with it. So I paid it. I questioned a lot of the freaking prices, etc. I asked for, so I paid it. Let's just go ahead. I paid the money and said, okay. And this is what I got back to them from them. There is no link. This is after the money is paid. I waited. I paid the money and then waited almost 2 hours for my avatar. Stressing for 2 hours. Am I going to get this avatar? I had to pay an additional $1,350 or $1,450 or something for this avatar. At that point, so a total of $2,850. So I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and finally I get a link from them. They go, here is the link to the avatar. You'll need the latest versions of Pyomi, blah, 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 da, da, da. And this is where this is where the shit started. Even more shit started. After they've already taken the money, at no time during this process was a commercial license ever talked about. At no time was a commercial license ever talked about. In the 2 years I knew IDBI, almost no commercial license was ever talked about for streaming, because I'm a monetized streamer. Never a mention. Their terms of service on their website does not mention anything about it. Their Discord says that avatars may be used for streaming. Message but details, that's all it says. If you are going to charge people, I think you need to tell people, if you are going to stream with it, you need to buy a commercial license, and the price tag should be right there. Nowhere does it say you need a commercial license to stream with this avatar if you're a streamer. Nowhere does it have a price of it. It is not published, and I've made sure to keep screenshots of all their terms of service as well, in case they try to change their terms of service. Because of what I'm doing right now. So they send me the avatar link, and this is what I get from them. You will have to request, you will have to request access, because it was a Google Drive thing. You'll have to request access, but other than that, we're set on the personal use delivery. Just wanted to remind you that this is for personal use only, and if you're interested in commercializing the avatar, it will require a separate license agreement. Let us know if you're interested by sending over your email, and we will send the agreement over to you. Oh, like, what the fuck? So I say to them, I'm like, I've already got the avatar at this point. It's in my possession. I own the avatar. I've paid for the avatar. It's been delivered. And now you're coming to me with this. I'm like, commercializing? I'm not selling the avatar. But like, commercial use includes streaming if your channel is monetized. Ads, subs, donation. The personal use license covers everything else. If you're not monetizing your streams, no license is needed. If you are, we'll need a quick agreement in place. Let me know. I'm like, what's a quick agreement? They go, a short contract that grants permission for commercial use, monetized streaming, in exchange for a one-time license fee. Same as any streamer using a custom avatar. Well, that's a total fucking lie, because I don't know any streamer on the planet but who's had to pay this free fee to anybody. So you're pulling that out of your freaking shoe. If you're not monetizing, no need. Let me know and I'll send it over. I'm like, how much is this fee? The commercial license is $350 US. Every avatar requires its own license for commercial use, such as streaming, merchandise, etc. If the channel is monetized. I ignored it. Took my avatar. I went on my merry way. I didn't even bother replying to that. It's like, yeah, no. You've already got 1,300 of my fucking dollars. Yes, exactly. Yeah, they didn't send nothing. I had the avatar in my possession before, and I've got everything screenshotted. Everything to do with this avatar is screenshotted with the timestamps. I have everything screenshotted with timestamps. So I'm like, yeah, no. I just walked away at that point. I've got my avatar. It's uploaded. Here she is. Go on my merry way. End of it. As far as I'm concerned, it's over. It's done. You're not getting another cent out of me. You already spammed me for another $850 over the agreed upon price, and I was stupid enough to fucking pay it. I should have walked away. I was stupid enough to pay it. But and Bunny being such the nice person she is, I paid it. But no way you're getting $350 US, which is over 500 Canadian, where I live. No way. And I talked to streamers. I talked to so many streamers, to so many other avatar creators who were like, this is absolute bullshit, Bunny. Yeah, ignore it. So that was fine. It's been a great 3 months. I've been dancing in this avatar. I've been enjoying this avatar, even though it's kind of tainted from all the bullshit I went through. Even though it's, tainted, I still continued using it. I love it. But honestly, now it's really tainted because of what happened. So I got this last week. On, whatever it was, a week ago. Hello, it's been 3 months since we last heard from you. This is the same admin person. IDBI hasn't talked to me since this person took over. Hello, it's been 3 months since we last heard from you. After you paid the remaining balance and we delivered the avatar files. Hope you've been well. We've confirmed that you're using the avatar for streaming and content creation because your channel is monetized. This qualifies as a commercial use under our terms. Your terms are not posted anywhere. Nowhere on the fucking internet are your terms say anything about this. And if you put them up now, sorry, I got screenshots dated. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter now if you change your terms. Since you didn't respond to our previous message about the commercial license, we're following up now. Please reply with your email address so I can send over the commercial license agreement. The license fee is $350, which covers all streaming-related commercial use. Once signed and paid, you'll be fully covered. Please respond by July 4th, 11 a.m., which was like literally 3 days away. If I don't hear back within the allotted time, we'll consider this matter unresolved and will proceed with formal follow-up. So, let me find it. Those are the terms of service I screenshotted. Let me find the final message I got from them. I ignored it. I ignored that. A week later, they sent me another message. Hello, I've sent a follow-up regarding the commercial license for the avatar on June 30th, and did not receive a response. We are now issuing this as a final reminder. You're currently using the avatar for monetized streaming, blah, 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 blah. Please reply with your email by July 10th, which is tomorrow. So we can send you the commercial license, the commercial agreement. Fee is $350. If we do not hear from you by that deadline, we will consider the matter closed. At that point, IDBI will proceed with free use of the avatar on their end. No further notices will be sent. So if I don't reply to them by tomorrow morning, IDBI will do what she wants with the avatar. In other words, she will put it on her fucking store. Let's be real. That, I think has always been their intention. So it's like, nah, enough is enough. That's where I draw the line. So I sent them the email address just so they could send me this agreement. I sent them my email address so they could send me this supposed license, which is a joke. So I got the license here. Let me just open that up. I have no problem in sharing this with you guys. I won't read all the legalese. I'll just, kind of gloss over it. It's something that was probably downloaded on one of those illegaldocuments.com things. But the most important things to take out of this agreement is that they will license me the avatar. They will license me. I'm the licensee. They're the licensor. But they will license me non-exclusive rights to my own damn avatar. Non-exclusive rights. Meaning that I don't have exclusive use of this avatar. Meaning that obviously they can do whatever what they want with it because it's non-exclusive rights to the avatar. There's a whole bunch of mumbo-jumbo about, if I decide to sell the avatar, they want 10% royalties. I have 6 pages of this agreement, which is signed in the end by IDBI in chicken scratch. It says IDBI. Well, for it to be a legal document, it must be signed. The names of the actual person, first and last name and address of the actual person needs to be on the document. And also needs to be notarized or witnessed by a lawyer or a notary public to be a legal document. Basically, there's a line with IDBI scratched in chicken scratch on one line. Probably they did it with their mouse. And Bunny Thunder on the other line. And where I'm supposed to sign it on the other line. Bunny Thunder. That's not a legal document. I'm sorry, that's not a legal document in any shape. In any shape or form, that is not a legal document. It means nothing. If I were to sign it, it gives away any rights I have. But then again, it also, because it's not legal, it's not binding. And currently right now, because there is no contract, I can do what I want. I bought the avatar. I paid my money. I'm going to do what I want with it. Thank you very much. Stop harassing me. Stop blackmailing, in my opinion, let's get this right. In my opinion, you're blackmailing me. In my opinion, you're extorting me. In my opinion, you're harassing me by sending me these messages, in my opinion, threatening me that if I don't pay you, that you will sell my avatar, that you will do something with my avatar, that you are free to do whatever you want with my avatar that I commissioned you for. My avatar that you were paid for to deliver to me for my personal use, whatever that use may be. So that's where things stand now. That is where we are. That is why I decided to do this stream, because enough is enough. These scammers need to stop. This is a scam. In my opinion, it's a scam. In my opinion, it's harassment. In my opinion, it's what did I say? Extortion. In my opinion, it's blackmail. You're basically holding my avatar that I designed, that is in my image, in Bunny Thunder's image. And I have all the proof, all the screenshots that I designed this thing. They just put it all together. Every outfit, I chose the outfits. I chose the style, everything. It has been built according to my brand as Bunny Thunder. So, and now you're trying to scam me for $350 for this made-up license, a number they pulled out of the air that is not published anywhere on the internet. terms that are not published anywhere on the internet. And even if you change your terms now because of this video, because of what I'm doing now, doesn't matter. Everything's screenshotted. This purchase was done 3 months ago. You can hold people responsible after the fact. If you wanted to do if you had any hopes of doing anything like this, it should have been done before delivery of the avatar. It should have been clearly laid out. You had 11 months to tell me this. You had more than that because I've been dealing with IDBI since September 2024. Never once was I asked for a commercial license fee or any of this bullshit. Any of this bullshit. I'm sorry for the language, guys, but this is why I'm here. To warn you. To warn you of this person called AEGI on Discord. That is not their full name on Discord, but be aware of this person on Discord. Let me actually bring up their Discord. Be aware of these scammers. IDBI and this other person. This other person now who just goes by a number on Discord. 48601E. That's the Discord user. Official Discord username. No, that doesn't sound too sus, does it? Not only that, but the link they send me to pay the $350 doesn't even go to IDBI. It's some PayPal non-refundable commission. That's what the link says. Non-refundable commission to some PayPal link. And it's not IDBI's because I paid IDBI through PayPal. I have her PayPal address. This link goes to some imaginary, some mysterious person. I would be surprised if IDBI even got this money. I think this is probably going into this other person's pocket. So that is where we're at, people. You need to be aware of IDBI. Do not support this creator. This is if you're a streamer, if you're a streamer buying one of her avatars, but do not commission anything from them, because this can happen to you. It happened to me. It can happen to you. These are ludicrous. There are so many wonderful creators out there who I have now commissioned Empathy VR, who's delivered my brand new avatar today, which I will be debuting to you guys very soon to replace basically this avatar. I mean, you know what? I was like, I'm not going to stream in this avatar anymore. Then they can't say I'm using it for streaming. Well, why should I? Why should I? I paid for this avatar. I waited 11 months for this avatar. Why am I going to be that now? I was thinking like, well, maybe I'll just stop streaming in her. Why should I? Why should I? Why, it's just giving in to them again. It's just giving into them again. I'm not going to give in to them. I'm going to keep streaming. I'm sorry. Yes, this avatar contains intellectual property. My intellectual property is Bunny Thunder. So, in response, if you are watching IDBI, if you are watching AEGI, Aggie, whatever your name is, whoever you are, I'm done. I am over this. You're not getting a penny from me. Don't even try come after me. Because I am ready. I have sought legal counsel. And in my opinion, this is blackmail, it's extortion, it's scamming. It's over. It's done. Understand? It's done. I'm seeking legal counsel. I've sought legal counsel. And we are exploring all avenues. We are exploring all avenues to either file civil or criminal charges should you continue this action against me. Should you try anything against me. I am ready. I've been preparing for the last few days. I am ready. And in fact, following this stream, I will be sending you a cease and desist letter that you better take a notice of. I will be emailing you the cease and desist letter, and I will be DMing you the cease and desist letter. And I'm going to read this cease and desist letter out loud for everybody. Which is here somewhere. Which is here somewhere. Hold on, guys. because I want it to be made in no uncertain terms that I am not going to be intimidated, humiliated, forced into something that is pretty much illegal, in my opinion, and criminal, in my opinion. Where is it? Where is it, guys? Just so we're all clear on the same page. Just so we're all clear on the same page. Just let me pull it up. I thought I saved it. Where are you hiding? How do you miss that, guys? I had it here and now I've lost it. Here it is. Okay, so for your in case you ignore your DMs, in case I don't see that. Give me a sec, guys. I'm trying to pull this up properly. And this is what I am sending to you formally. Listen carefully, because this is where I'm going to leave things. I notice to cease and desist. Dear IDBI and Associates, please accept this correspondence as a formal notice to cease and desist all activity towards Bunny Thunder and the custom commissioned avatar purchased and finalized. The nefarious actions you sought and continue to undertake against Bunny Thunder not only constitute torturous interference with Bunny Thunder's business and with the purchased property of a custom commissioned avatar, but also harassment and possible blackmail and extortion. If Bunny Thunder is forced to commence a lawsuit in order to address these intentionally disruptive and damaging actions, please be advised that we will seek recovery of all attorney's fees and costs incurred herein as a result. While we certainly hope this is not necessary, we are prepared to pursue whatever avenues are necessary on our behalf to ensure Bunny Thunder's business operations and personal life continue uninterrupted. Further, upon any further discovery of such activity, such will be reported to the appropriate authorities. We demand that you immediately cease any and all conduct aimed at disrupting or harming Bunny Thunder's business operations by attempting to extract additional payment for a finalized custom commission. Any attempt to alter the original agreement of the aforementioned custom commission by either attempting to confiscate, resell, or distribute the purchased avatar containing the trademarked brand and intellectual property of Bunny Thunder may result in Thunder seeking compensation for damages by filing a civil lawsuit. Signed, Bunny Thunder and Associates. That is the end of story, everybody. That is the end of story. That is the end of story. That is my story. That is what I have gone through for the last year, over a year now. And I hope that somebody takes away from this something good. Because this sort of practice at targeting people and scamming people, especially people, content creators, this sort of business needs to end. And I'm sorry, IDBI. I believed in you in the beginning. I believed in your work. I thought you were talented. I enjoyed dancing on all your avatars. And I enjoyed promoting your brand, and that should have been enough for you. The fact that I was promoting your brand and promoting your business, but I'm not promoting it anymore. None of the avatars I purchased from you I will appear in ever again. This one, I paid for this. I'm gonna wear it. I paid a lot of money for this. I put my heart and soul into this avatar, and I'm gonna wear it. So I advise you to do the right thing now, because I am prepared to take this very, very much farther if I have to. And I've got all my ducks in line. I've already contacted who I need to contact. I've got my ducks in order, what they say. So that's it. It's over. Have everybody please be aware. Don't support this creator. If you may be a small person that doesn't stream, buy their avatar, sure, if all you're gonna do. But you've seen what's happened to me. You've seen how this has grown into such a horrible horror story. There's so many talented avatar creators out there. Asphyxia, Empathy, Bambi, Nebvi, reputable, good, honest creators that don't have hidden agendas, that don't have hidden costs, that don't have hidden rules, that don't come after you buy your avatar, trying to get more money out of you. Because I'm sure if I had paid this money, they would have come to me down the line for more money, and more money, and more money, and it never would have ended. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry this was kind of a dramatic stream. We've been here over an hour and a half. I didn't think it would take this long, but I just felt it was necessary for my own sanity to get this story off my chest, to warn people about this. Don't become a victim like I have. I was a victim to the tune of almost to the victim to almost $3,600 in my currency, and I could have been a victim to a lot more money. It has made me sick to my stomach. It has cost me extreme anxiety. It has not been good for my mental and physical health, what these people have done to me. And I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm done. I'm over. I will be sending this letter to them through email and DM tonight. And I better not hear any from you ever again. Don't you dare put my avatar out to the public. We will be keeping a watch on you. We will be keeping a watch on you. I have many, many people keeping a watch on you. And please, people, if you've seen this video, please post a link on your Twitter, on your Instagram, on your YouTube, wherever you are. I will download this video immediately and upload it to YouTube. Please post a link to the mod here on Twitch. Of course, it'll only be on Kick for a week, but it'll be on Twitch for as long as they will keep it there. And like I said, I will be uploading it to my personal YouTube, which is Bunny Thunder, over on YouTube, Bunny_Thunder on YouTube as well. And I will be posting a link to it on my Twitter, which is of course Bunny_Thunder, my Twitter as well. And please, everybody, post a link to it in your Discord. If you have a Discord, post it there. Repost this video. Get the word out. It's the only way to stop this sort of nonsense from happening. It's the only way to stop this from happening. Because I don't want to see other people hurt like I have, and that is the main reason I did this video. I was taken advantage of, and I just don't want to see anybody else taken advantage of. And if this video stops one person from being taken advantage of, then it was worth it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for those who lurked and watched. Thank you for people that are watching this VOD or watching this on YouTube. Whatever. Thank you so much. I love you. I'm Bunny Thunder. And have a wonderful, wonderful night. And thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Bless you. Bless you all.
As I stare up in the distance, as lightning strikes the sky, Bunny Thunder, Bunny Thunder. as I focus on their profile, as thunder cracks the air. Bunny thunder, bunny thunder. Bunny, bunny thunder, bunny, bunny thunder, bunny thunder. Bunny thunder, bunny thunder. See you next time. Bunny thunder, bunny thunder. See